So things seem very, very bad over at PlayStation as they are laying off a ton of people. Horrible, horrible situation. And specifically, we're going to be honing in and looking at Bungie and what's going on over there, because it's actually, it's just crazy, man. I can't even wrap my head around what on earth is going on right now. They're laying off so many people. Word is that there's been multiple delays across the board. If you don't know, earlier this year, recently actually, Epic Games cut about just under 900 staff, which I think is about 13 to 16% of their workforce. Naughty Dog laid off a bunch of people. I mean, obviously Epic Games is separate from PlayStation and Sony, but the point is, excuse me, it's just a lot of layoffs across the gaming industry, which is, you hate to see it, but we're going to talk about this here in this video. Guys, if you're new around the channel, be sure to stick around for more. We talk about the games, play the games here on the channel. But listen, we're not going to waste any time. We're going to get straight into it. There's a few different things I want to show you guys, but let's start with the main report that came out earlier today. I know I'm a little bit late to this, but this is coming from Bloomberg. So let's go take a look at this right now. There's a whole thing here, but basically what's going on here is just massive layoffs. CEO of Bungie, Pete Parsons, wrote on Twitter, or X, saying, "Today is a sad day at Bungie as we say goodbye to colleagues who have all made a significant impact on our studio." And there's actually one specific person that I just seen got laid off that it blows my mind if that is the case, just because of how instrumental one of these people were. And obviously every single person, I don't want to take away, don't take me wrong, I'm not saying that anyone is less instrumental than anyone else in the studio, but I mean, there are certain aspects that are more prominent, I guess you could say, right? And you'll understand when we talk about it in a second, but let's continue this for a minute. It says here, and I don't know, I looked around, I don't know if I don't see anywhere that this has been stated, but according to this report by Bloomberg, it's saying that Bungie recently delayed the Destiny 2 expansion, The Final Shape, until June from February, pushing it back what, is that 6 months? February, March, April, May, June? No, it's 4 months. Pushing it out of Sony Group Corp's current fiscal year. According to people familiar, so right here, according to people familiar with the matter who asked not to be identified because they weren't authorized to speak publicly. So I guess maybe they're under NDAs and they're not supposed to be saying this sort of thing, but they wanted to, I guess, give context to the whole situation. Now, what's unclear is was this apparent delay before or after the layoffs? Or are the layoffs a response to that? Is neither a response to either one? Are they just kind of happening, simultaneously? It also says that Bungie's next game, or I guess sort of remake rather, Marathon, has slipped to 2025. I think originally it was supposed to be 2024. If you don't know, Sony had purchased Bungie in early 2022 for $3.6 billion. And I thought, hey, it was going to be a great idea. It's going to give Bungie more resources. But what's weird is that Sony's been cutting staff across its PlayStation division this year, in part due to delays, they say. The unit lost several key producers this year. And then also PlayStation boss Jim Ryan said last month he will retire in March. So is he retiring, or is he kind of, being forced out? That's what a lot of people were kind of talking about when that news came out. Now it seems like maybe he, even more so that he was getting forced out. I don't know. It's weird. It does say in a note to investors, TD Cowen analyst Doug Kreutz, if I'm saying his name right, wrote that events over the last few days lead us to believe that PlayStation is undergoing a restructuring. But this is a massive restructuring at this point. Again, thousands of video game workers have been let go in 2023 so far, as companies look to cut costs. It's crazy, man, because again, it's been one of the greatest years for gaming in terms of the games we've got, but it's been one of the worst, for the actual people working on a lot of these games, because so many people got laid off. And again, you hate to see this. I don't know. So there's that. Destiny Bulletin over on Twitter, they noted that some of the disciplines, some of the, I guess, divisions of Bungie that have been affected by layoffs at Bungie so far have included like community, social, publishing, art, QA, support, legal, HR, production. I mean, you got literally people across the entire board. Also, they noted that it looks like Bungie has removed over 40 job positions from its career website. Previously, there were about 75. Now there's only 19. So, I mean, it's just wild. Like, I don't even know what on earth is going on. Like, it doesn't make any sense. It just doesn't make any sense. There's so many people, so many staff that are posting that they got laid off. But one of the ones that, again, Destiny Bulletin was noting was actually, if I can find it here again. Yeah, it was Michael Salvatore, who is the composer of the Destiny OST. And apparently he was laid off, according to Cinema Motions on Twitter with 2 S's. And apparently some of the stuff he's worked on includes like Halo 1, 2, and 3 soundtracks, Halo 3 ODST, and then a bunch of Destiny stuff from the original Destiny 1 OST to Beyond Light, Forsaken, The Taken King, Shadowkeep, Forsaken. I mean, he's made some of the greatest Destiny music, hands down. I mean, especially the first game's soundtrack was just, I mean, if you're a Destiny fan, if you've been a Destiny player for quite some time, you know what I'm talking about. And even he seems to have gotten laid off, according to reports. And that's who I was talking about earlier. And it just doesn't make sense what on earth is going on. Again, there's just all over Twitter, or X, whatever you want to call it. People just left and right, just getting dropped like crazy. The community manager for UK, Germany, and France at Bungie, Timon X25 _ Timon X25 on Twitter, or X, said hi all, to answer all your questions. Sadly, I have to say I'm not staying at Bungie. So basically, that from the 19th of December, that's going to be his last day as CM for Western Europe, community manager. So again, like, there's just so much going on with this. And this, I mean, this is massive. This is a massive layoff. And as a Destiny fan, as a Destiny player, as Destiny developers, everybody across the board, I think all of us are wondering what's going to happen to the game at this point. You know, what this just kind of threw a whole wrench into everything. It's a lot of people getting laid off. Anybody who's working at Bungie is probably, you know, a little nervous right now, thinking, you know, am I going to be next? Am I going to get the axe next? I'm going to get, you know, an email or a call saying, hey, you know, sorry, you know, we're giving you the boot. So they're probably thinking that. They're also probably thinking that even if they don't get laid off, I would assume, I don't want to put words in any of their mouths, but I would assume that they're probably thinking, hey, you know, even if I don't get laid off, I mean, this is going to make production a lot harder. I mean, you're losing a lot of people. I think the tally recently was 40 to 50 people roughly that have so far gotten laid off from this whole thing. It's a lot of people, man. That's a lot of people. And you know, Bungie, you know, they probably need more resources, not less. And again, the question everybody has right now is, what on earth is going on at Bungie? What on earth is the future going to hold? Listen, I don't know if there's anything else kind of worth discussing and updating you guys on. I'll definitely do that here on the channel, but I wanted to make you guys this quick video and let you guys know and update you guys what's going on, because this whole situation is just crazy. So again, as this unfolds, if we have anything more to talk about, you know, beyond this, then absolutely I'll let you guys know. But like, you know, actually I'm reading right here, Destiny Nostalgia on Twitter as well said a good point. They said Michael Salvatore, again, the composer of the OST, earned the right to be able to retire at Bungie. To lay him off is a slap in the face of one of the greatest composers in modern history. And I would absolutely agree with that. 100% is, you know, this guy has made so much great music for Bungie games, from, like I said, from the Halo franchise, Destiny franchise. I mean, that's just wild. That's just wild. I mean, look, I'm not gonna pretend I know the whole situation over at Sony, but this is just like, it's just crazy, man. Honestly, this is just, I don't know what to say. I feel bad for anybody who's got laid off, and you know, and again, everything seems so unsure right now for everyone, whether you're part of the development team or whether you're part of the player base, or maybe both. It seems like there's a lot of uncertainty, and again, I'll let you guys know anything worth updating you, but yeah, I mean, I hope anyone who got laid off can find a job, you know, really quick. Obviously, you know, great developers. You know, whatever you feel about Bungie, whatever you feel about Destiny, the state of Destiny, you got to admit the team has still done a really good job creating a lot of great content over the years, and hopefully everything can, you know, they can kind of pull back from this and just kind of continue pressing forward. And man, I don't know, it's just a crazy one. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I'll let you guys know if there's anything more, and until the next one, game on. I'll see you guys soon.
Hey you! What are you doing? Join the Skeleton Army! Do it today! Don't wait till tomorrow, because tomorrow might never come. The Earth is gonna fade, that's inevitable. The next second of your life's not even promised, so you better think about where you're going, and you might as well just join the Skeleton Army. Plus, we do kind of like you a little bit, so it'd be nice to see you around here. But if you don't want to, hey, your loss. See you later.